Pleasure to come your way again with business. The Chartered Institute of Marketing Ghana, CIMG, has backed calls against the influx of foreigners into Ghana's retail trade sector. Some traders, as well as members of the Ghana Union of Traders Association, GUTA, had earlier intensified pressure on government to completely flush out foreign trade retailers from the market. But President of the CIMG, Kojo Mata, claims that the battle against these foreigners will be difficult considering what he describes as the over-liberalization of Ghana's economy. Kojo Mata was speaking with Joy Business at the sidelines of CIMG's 28th annual general meeting in Accra. He advocated reforming the retail sector to help address the challenge.
We have resolved that we will continue to support businesses in marketing their products. And one thing that is of concern to us is the influx of other countries' products into Ghana. We believe we should be able to improve on the quality of products that we make in the country, and if the prices are affordable, we should be able to compete with other products that are coming into the country. So we believe we will be able to have a good working and market environment. I believe the market has been over-liberalized. But again, that is the trade environment we find ourselves. So before you restrict goods into your country, but again, there could still be some restrictions or some regulation. Things that we are not able to produce here, yes, we can get them into the country, but things that we are able to produce, we should be able to get some restrictions on how they are imported into the country. Yes, we have signed on to WTO agreements, but within those agreements, there are still regulations, that things that you can do within the law to be able to protect your manufacturers. So within those parameters, I think government should be able to protect and encourage our manufacturers to be able to do business.
Away from that, some banks are already posting losses in their operations, partly due to the energy sector debts government owes them. The latest is HFC Bank, which posted a loss after tax of almost 48 million Ghana cedis in 2016. Aside from the debts owed by bulk oil distributors, the bank also attributes the loss to changes in mortgage non-performing loans policy, among others. The board therefore recommended no dividend payment to shareholders. All these were contained in the bank's financial report for the year ended 31st December 2016. The new board chairman of HFC Bank, Charles Wins, spoke with Joy Business on the way forward after the bank's annual general meeting on Thursday.
Improving long-term shareholder value. Adding value to a bank does not happen overnight. And long-term shareholder value means increasing your deposit base, increasing your market share, reducing your costs, okay, and at the same time making adequate provision so that your accounts truly reflect where you are. I mean, I must say that I'm humbled to be filling the shoes of Professor Alabi. We had a marvelous working relationship. I had the benefit of working with him on the board for 2 years prior to this, and I had a lot to learn from him. And I believe that going forward, we will not only be chartering the course that he has set, but we'll be adding new things to the effort.
New things like what?
Well, renewed vigor, renewed ideas, and like I say, focusing very, very much on long-term shareholder value.
All right, thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Now, close to 90% of Microcredit Association of Ghana members cannot meet the deadline of Bank of Ghana's minimum capital requirements. That's according to the leadership of the association in a survey report released in Kumasi in the Ashanti region. The Microcredit Association leadership is therefore advocating a transitional band to accommodate current players who are likely to miss the boat. Prince Appiah reports.
The Business Sector Advocacy Challenge, or BUSEC Fund, supported the association to undertake the study. A sample size of 250 out of 681 active members were used for the research. Only about 15% of the number may pass the test, by the 2018 deadline set by the Bank of Ghana. Frank Mautobobo is Executive Secretary of the Microcredit Association of Ghana. Microcredit Association has agreed to interposition a new ban to accommodate financially weak players.
The tier 3s by Bank of Ghana requirements are supposed to have a minimum capital required of 2 million by December 2018. It has also been found out that close to 89% of the tier 3s cannot meet the minimum requirement, the minimum capital required by Bank of Ghana at the date stated, which is December 2018. Most of the members cannot meet the minimum requirements, and so we are documenting or listing all their names to be submitted to Bank of Ghana. Yeah, that will be what will come. Either the date is extended or other methodologies are applied, so that the tier 3s will not be thrown out of business. Either we merge or additional extension is given for. Then there should be a middle way from 0 to 2 million. Can Bank of Ghana bring something like 500,000 or 1 million? And that is the transitional band we are talking about, because the gap is so wide. Or extend the date, because we have some of the tier 3s with just 500,000 are changing lives, are adding value to people's life, and we feel that they cannot go out from the operation.
Meanwhile, leaders are taking steps to engage Bank of Ghana on transitional band or extension of deadline. Some of the members explained to Love Business they want the minimum requirement reduced to enhance their work.
In fact, it's quite difficult, okay, looking at the nature of our business, okay, and you know, sometimes seriously getting money in the system is quite tough, okay, and seriously, when we heard of the transition, it wasn't that easy for us, and in our own way we would have pleaded that the Bank of Ghana either extends the time or, if possible, even reduce the amount, so that at least it can be flexible for those of us in the tier 3 to work well. But all the same, they are still the regulators, but we'll keep on advocating and see whether they can do any changes about it.
Prince Apia reporting.
Still staying within the Ashanti region, Kumasi specifically, changed the approach to lead teaching entrepreneurship in tertiary institutions to necessitate the drive for addressing unemployment. That's according to the president of the Christian Service University College, Professor Sam Afrani. He's calling for a change in the teaching modules of entrepreneurship in tertiary institutions. Prince Apia again reports.
Growing graduate unemployment, which has become a canker in the Ghanaian society, has compelled many tertiary institutions to teach entrepreneurship. But many fear teaching entrepreneurship could be losing its spark because the modules for teaching are too theoretical. President of the Christian Service University College, Professor Sam Afrani, tells Love Business the approach to teaching entrepreneurship programs in schools must be practical.
Even though there's a lot of talk, we are not seeing results. And I think the problem is the way the entrepreneurship is taught. If it is taught in a classroom setting, students write exams and they pass, then the results will be the same. But when it is approached by resource persons who are already entrepreneurs, people who already have the experience, if they come to make presentations, students, and it's more interactive, and also they move to outside the classroom to go and see what others has done, to bring case studies to them, then the students would come more closer to reality, and then we begin to see the results. I think it's the approach. The traditional approach must change to more participatory and more engaging approach of entrepreneurship training that will give us the expected results.
He spoke at the maiden edition of the school's career fair, where students engage with industry players and entrepreneurs. Some of the participating students were enthused about applying their knowledge acquired to start up businesses.
It's not all about what you are learning. We don't hear them. You add up a little step to what you are being trained in school so that you can do much and even get the opportunities out there.
All other about certification. Also have the ability to be able to do something with your hands.
Meanwhile, Chief Executive of Magdan Group, Dr. Daniel Macaulay, suggests a complete overhaul of the Ghanaian education system to be tailored towards artisanship.
Well, for me, if you look at some of the courses we offer, it's a waste of time. As I sat in my office and I received over 100 applications. I look at sociology students, different kind of archaeology students looking for business in the shipping company, in the banking industry. It doesn't jive. No, we have to look at, I mean, he's doing very well in school, but you realize that he's in the wrong profession. I mean, look at the Polytechnic. Polytechnic is more or less dying down. It's becoming a second choice school. We shouldn't be. That's supposed to be main. We need to train more artisans. I can tell you that artisans make more money than the doctors in the hospital and the lawyers in the law courts. But why do our children they don't want to go into artisanship? So for me, we have to look at our career guidance level again and see the direction.
Prince Appiah reporting.
And that's all by way of business tonight. Thank you very much for your company. My name is Emmanuel Boaji Riafe.